What up, Scorpio? It's Dan from Grizzly Tarot, here for your mid-month for February. I'm gonna do 10 cards, Celtic Cross, see what's going on in your life right now. So it could either be love, career, family, there's some life situation that's going on. It's not aimed at anything specific. So, however it resonates to you, it resonates to you. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. So these are general messages. So don't get offended by anything that's said. I've been doing tarot for like 3 years now, personally. I've been getting reads from tarot readers for like 6 or 7 years. And only recently started doing reads for like friends and family, and they started saying I was actually really good at this. So I figured, you know what, let me start a channel. I've been watching YouTubers do it for friggin' years, so why not, right? Anyway, bear with me. Still shaky on some cards, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. 3 more shuffles. Just got myself a new phone, so I got that better camera quality, that good shit. Come on, shuffle right. 2 more shuffles. Scorpio, 10 cards at the cross, whatever's going on in Scorpio's life. All right. Okay. All right. So your current situation, you have the 5 of Wands in reverse. And that could either be releasing conflict and avoiding conflict and no longer wanting to fight for something, or it can be internal conflict. So what's opposing that is the Hermit. The Hermit is where you kind of isolate yourself. And I mean, if you know what a hermit is, you know what the Hermit means. It's like isolating yourself and like going within to really think on a situation, or like think about what you want, or just to kind of clear your head, figure out what's going on, whatever it might be. So maybe there's something you're not willing to fight for anymore, something you're giving up the fight on, and what's opposing you is kind of going hermit mode and going within and thinking like, do I want to keep fighting on this, or do I want to keep fighting for this? And you're really like at a toss-up at what you want to do here. Or it could be inner conflict, and what's opposing you is that you're in hermit mode, and maybe you've been in hermit mode for too long and you're having inner conflict, and you're thinking, oh, if I go within to try and solve the problems, it'll heal things, but maybe you've done that for too long, and like hermit mode needs to not be a thing, and that's why now it's working against you, because you've been in hermit mode for far too long and you need to actually get back out there again. So let's see. So your recent past, you have the 4 of Cups in reverse. 4 of Cups upright is like somebody handing you an offer and you're contemplating. You're like sitting back, do I want that? Do I actually want to take that 4th cup? I got 3 sitting right there. Do I want that 4th? But you're not sure. In the reverse, it's like you're not contemplating, like you want no parts. It's like I'm done contemplating. No, I reject this. Screw this. So something in the past you rejected, and you turned down an offer, and it's causing, maybe that's why you're no longer looking to fight for it anymore, right? Like you're no longer like willing to put up a fight for this anymore, and you rejected it in the past. You're like, I'm done, and then you went hermit mode. Now, this is nice to see in the future. Your near future, you have the Hangman in the reverse. So the Hangman is a hanged man. No, you see this guy is bound here upside down, and typically goes kind of I can't speak today. Kind of goes like within to figure out what he wants to do, because he can't do anything. He's stuck there, and he's now gaining things from a new perspective. If you notice the gold circle around his head, that symbols enlightenment. So like he's being enlightened to a new perspective, right? But upright, or that's upright. In a reverse, it's coming out of that place of stagnancy, coming out of that like halted phase of like trying to look at things from a new perspective. So that I would say is good, and that goes along with this pretty well, because you went hermit mode trying to figure out what you wanted to do, like with this situation, and now your near future is you're going to be coming out of that hermit phase. So again, like I said, maybe you went into hermit mode and you stayed there a bit too long, and it was actually starting to work against you. So I could see that being good coming out of that. All right. So your goal is forward movement, like forward movement, communication, fast action. You have the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is literally all that. It's forward movement and like fast action. It's also known as the communication card. So maybe there's a situation you're no longer fighting for, or you no longer like want to fight for, you no longer want to fight about this anymore. And what you want is to move forward with it. You no longer want to sit here and be stagnant and be in your head about like what's going on, like what do I do, where do I go? And instead you want to move forward and just get out of this stagnancy. And what's driving you forward in this is a 10 of Wands in reverse, because now that's just releasing the burdens. It's either like super overly burdened or releasing the burden. So like the 10 of Wands upright is carrying all the weight, carrying all the burden. And then in the reverse, it's typically releasing the burden. But it can also mean that like you're carrying the burden so much to the fact that like it's pretty much destroying you now. And it's really like working against you. But I would take this as like you're releasing the burden, and like that's why you want to just move forward with this, because like you want to release all the fucking weight on your shoulder and all the like shit that's really just dragging you down. Like, see this dude? You see, I can't talk again. Standing there carrying 10 wands. They look big as hell. They look heavy. Dude's hunched over. He's like, this shit sucks. Release it, right? Yes. So what we got? Oh. All right. So you want to release the burden, and you want forward movement. You want forward action, maybe communication. Maybe there's somebody you went hermit mode from, and you want communication like from them, because you're finally dropping all the burdens, all the problems, all the shit that's on your shoulders, and you just want to move forward with it. Your advice is the Lovers. So that's interesting to come in with the advice. Maybe it's to come out of conflict with whatever the situation is. Your advice is, so the Lovers is like the divine couple, like pure alignment of like souls and like values, harmony. So I would take that advice wise as like coming out of conflict. Like you're no longer fighting against this. Like instead try to work together and see the best possible way through this. But like there's also, what else do I get with this? Use your intuition. Because in this, there's like a depiction of, so in the Lovers card, depiction of two people, but then there's also like the like godly figure. So it's like a divine intervention. So it's almost like connect with your higher self and really use that inner knowledge and inner wisdom to decide where to go from here, but ultimately come out of conflict and into alignment with whatever is going on to however you can to harmoniously move the situation forward. So external influence is the Seven of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Swords is the sketchy, sneaky card, like getting away with something. It's also known as the cheating card if this were a relationship spread. So having it in the reverse is like some shit came out. Like whatever sketchy business was going on, it came out into the open, and now everyone's aware of it. So now it's the external influence is that like everyone's aware of what happened. Your internal influence is Temperance in reverse. Temperance is the balance card. It's also a Sagittarius card, aka I'm a Sagittarius. What up? But in reverse, it's like you're out of balance. Like your emotions are out of balance. Your mindset is out of balance. Like you're very unstable and very unbalanced. And like I said, this is the internal influence. So this is inside you. This is what's affecting you. Is you're out of whack. Like you're off your rocker in a way. So your outcome, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is, there's multiple meanings, Three of Wands. Multiple meanings to all the cards, but Three of Wands is like waiting for your ships to come in. You like made a plan of what you needed to do. You said, okay, like let me make an example, like paint a picture for you. You said, okay, well, you know what? We need more paint. I don't know. We need more paint. Hey, all you guys, do me a favor, go get more paint for me. And they're just like, well, where do we get paint? It's like, you know what? You can go get it at the Home Depot over there. So, you know, go get it. So, you know, you set this plan in motion, they go get it, and now you're standing there waiting there, holding your stick, and you're waiting for your ships to come back. The ships have set sail to go do what they need to do, and now you're waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the fruit of your labor, pretty much. So it's like whatever happened with this situation, you went hermit mode, you went inward to figure out what you want to do, but you actually stayed hermit mode for too long. And what you really want out of this situation is to move forward with it and to get working, to get it working in a like positive, harmonious way, because you want to drop all the burden of this. Like you no longer want to carry this weight on your shoulders. So you're setting in motion whatever plan you have, and you're waiting for your ships to come in. Or it could be you're planning right now for what you need to do. But your near future is the Hangman in reverse, means releasing the stagnancy and moving forward. Like coming out of that stagnant in limbo position and moving forward. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Sorry if it was a little confusing. Lovers kind of threw me off there a little bit, but come into alignment. That's how I'm taking that. Come into alignment and listen to your intuition and do what you know needs to be done to form a harmonious connection here. And when I say connection, it could be anything. It's a harmonious situation. So yes, anyway, that's what I have. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it resonated some. If it didn't, I'm sorry. Definitely check out some of the readers here on YouTube. They're all awesome. I follow like 10 or 20 of them on a regular basis. If you like this, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's get my name out there and build this channel up a little bit. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and check back in end of February, early March for your March reading. Yeah, maybe I'll do some before then. Who knows? Check back, put on the notification symbol thing so you get notified when new videos come out. Anyway, catch you guys later.